All right, let's have a look here. Content update 3.1.3.3. Content update 3. Content update 3.1.3. Content update 3.120. Okay, we've got path path of Excel heist. Okay, we've got through the first line, chat. Here we go. Please note, patch notes 3.1. Please note, patch. Okay. Please note, patch note 3.112. Patch note 3.11.2. I don't have a fake disability. Contained a broad restructure to Path of Excel's file system that necessitated a complete re-download of the game's files. If you do not update the Path of Excel game client in the week prior to this release, this update will be very large. We suggest you begin the update process early. Chat, have you updated your game? Have you updated your game? Can you just do that? Ask yourself that question. Update your game if you haven't updated your game. The new challenge leagues include a set of 40 challenges. When you complete 12 challenges, you receive NetNet's hood, Huck's helmet, Ventry's helmet effects. Have we got a video of these? Have we got a video of what these look like? Helmet pack. So wait, you get that helmet, that helmet. That's a cool helmet. Okay, I mean the line one's. Okay, that cat's pretty pog. You get that cat. You get the cat with the bow tie and the monocle thing. That's actually pretty poggers. Like, that's a pretty poggers pet. Now, I think pets are useless trash that just create more visual pollution when you're actually playing the game. But to have that in your hideout and see that little guy walking around, that could be kind of cool. Yeah. Like, if the cat was functional, obviously. If it was like a skill MTX, like you could put that as like if you're like a hunter pet, you had like a pet, you know, if that was a functional pet, then maybe, you know. No, I'm not saying I want pets to be able to loot. Okay, wait, that's the heist portal? That's a cool portal. That's not a bad portal. That's actually a pretty tight portal. Like, I would put that in the random rotation of portals. You know, I would put that in my random rotation. It's not a bad portal at all. And you get the trophy. 19 to 40 challenges completed. Sets the trophy. No one really cares about those. Then again, I've been into some people's hideouts where they have like all their trophies stacked up, and it does look kind of cool. It does make me regret not doing the heist challenge shit, but yeah. Okay. So you get that shit if you do all the challenges. I never do. I just get whatever challenges I get done just by playing the game. I don't necessarily seek those out. And okay, this is the important one, chat. This is the one that I'm considering playing. Now, I don't know if it's like I'm considering it. I don't know if I will play it. I'm considering it, though. Consumes a steel shard to fire a single projectile that deals damage in an area when it splits on impact or at the end of its flight. Split. So you shoot it, and it splits, and it explodes, and then it explodes again at the two places that it split to. Right? I mean, it's interesting. We'd have to see what kind of numbers this disability has before you would consider doing it. I mean, this to me does sound pretty powerful. The thing that's interesting about this is that it has area of effect. You don't need shit to scale it. Whereas most other projectile shit, you have to have some other bullshit to make it scale. Like, it's got to be like chaining. It's got to be piercing. It's got to be doing some other thing. This does AoEs as it hits and where it lands, right? So you don't need some shit to make it scale. In terms of, it means you can get more damage multipliers behind the skill instead of having to have things that augment the behavior of the ability, if that makes sense. It's kind of like the difference between doing strike skills versus doing melee abilities that have the AoE tag. Added a new intelligence skill gem, Sigil Power. Creates an area which causes your skills to consume more mana, but deal added lightning damage while you stand within it. Enemies within the area deal reduced damage. The sigil grows more powerful based on the mana you spent while you're in it. That seems like super OP for that that build that basically the more mana you spend, the more damage you deal meme, and then you just have crazy mana pool with mind over matter, and you just have crazy damage. Obviously, this would be more for bossing and for mobs that have a lot of HP. But yeah, it does seem overpowered. Like it seems like a warbanner version for mana cucks, right? Effectively, Archmage, yeah. Add a new intelligent skill gem. Flame Wall creates a fire wall which deals burning damage to enemies within its area. Dude, they stole that out of Diablo 1. And it applies a secondary debuff that burns for a short duration after they leave. Can you one-shot like Awakener by stacking firewalls like onto the boss, like in Diablo? Projectiles you fire through the wall deal added fire damage and apply the secondary debuff to enemies they hit. I mean, this totally depends on the numbers. Like, obviously, for mapping, this seems like it's going to be kind of trash. Because, like, why the fuck would you put down a firewall then to attack whenever you could just one-shot the mobs with a single click? But, you know, depending on the numbers, this could easily be worth it to just have in your gear to, like, just give you a damage boost, right? Could be like a, you know, if it says, like, gain, you know, 30% of physical damage as extra fire or some shit, whatever passes through the firewall. Like, whatever, however it reads. I don't know how it will read. Like non-chaos damage is actually, I don't know how they'll make it read. Add a new intelligent skill gem. Hex Blast. Deals chaos damage to a targeted enemy. Wait. Hex Blast. Wait, what the fuck is it? Wait, new Hex Blast? Wait, what is this? I haven't heard about this. Oh, no, is this the thing that when you change curses it explodes? Deals chaos damage to a targeted enemy. If the enemy is hexed, it will remove the hex, dealing more damage based on the amount of doom on the removed hex, and dealing damage in an area around the enemy. Also removing your hexes from enemies hit by the area and dealing more damage where applicable. So, this is like some shit where you can just like, you know, you could be casting a 6-link you could be casting a 6-link curse, and then you could have like curse on hit on one of your rings, and then you would basically curse them, and then just hit them with an ability, like or whatever you want, and then it would instantly explode them. Or you could have like 2 alternating curses, or you could manual cast 2 curses, or you could have 1 trigger curse, 1 self cast curse. You get the idea. It sounds kind of overpowered. It seems kind of nuts. It seems like a better version of Bane almost. And you add a new intelligent support gem. Impending Doom support causes supported hex skills to trigger Doom Blast when they are removed or expire. Doom Blast deals chaos damage in an area based on the amount of doom the hex had when it was removed or expired. Okay, what the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, so Doom Blast was the one that I was thinking of. Deals cast damage to a targeted enemy. So you cast it, it does cast damage to a targeted enemy. If the enemy is hexed, it will remove the hex. It sounds kind of like you should basically you'd have one setup which would be Doom Blast, and then you would be removing it with Hex Blast to proc your Doom your Doom impending Doom support. Ugh, it sounds super weird. So, what would that look like? You would like cast a hex, and then you would go, you would cast a curse with impending Doom support linked to that curse, and then you have another link set up with Hex Blast. Now I don't know if that would be 6-linked as well, and then you press Hex Blast, and then what? It removes the hex and does cast damage to a targeted enemy, and then does a bigger AoE depending on how much Doom they had. I'm thinking this is for a specialized version of this build. So, like, if you're going deep dick into this curse meme, then you would use this. Versus, like, if you were just using Impending Doom as, like, a nice supporting AoE thing, you probably wouldn't fuck with Hex Blast. It's interesting, though. I think there's a lot of synergy here, though. Obviously, it's like they're designed to be used together, clearly. You know, you could totally have this triggered, right? And automate this process. Right, and then you could have some really disgusting shit. Minor new content and features. The following skills have received visual updates: Lightning Strike, Firestorm, Ice Storm, from the Whispering Ice, Quartz to carry Smoke, Mine Discharge, and Curses. Permanent minions such as golem zombies and animated guardians now save when you log out and are automatically resummoned when you log in. I don't remember AG's desummoning. I don't recall that happening. Like I remember even zombies would. I remember wouldn't zombies stay in? Or am I cooked? Ah no. No, because I remember if I had to log out, I had to resummon. I had to resummon some cunts. Divination cards that award an item with Elder Slayer's influence now have a special background effect. Pogyu. A few torches now will light your way to Lionel's Watch. Wow, I really need that, guys. That's great for me, guys. Am I right? Because I'm retarded. Shut the fuck up. That's what you want me to say. Shut the fuck up. Of course I don't need fucking torches. Improve the Atlas influence and visuals. Cool. Significantly improve performance when viewing and using crafting benches. What? Performance? Wait, did they give it? Are they giving us like different tabs and tags and stuff to search by that actually make it like not cancer to look at? What does that mean? Performance. Performance sounds like it's just like were people getting lag? With the why was it causing FPS issues? Wait, what the fuck? I mean, I don't know. I never seen that before, but whatever. Made a multitude of visual adjustments to the brightness and bloom effect of skills and effects throughout the game. Okay, that's pretty good. I guess it's pretty neat. Like fuck yeah, people. I know. Chat hates bloom effect. They're always like Dan's game bloom, like in every game I play ever. So yeah, and to be fair, the bloom effect in Path of Exile was pretty Dan's game. Let's be honest here. During Harvest, it was like some epileptic seizure inducing shit. Like you'd have like a bunch of fucking dudes out and they'd be like, it was just like yeah. Projectiles have been reworked to allow more player-friendly behavior. Okay. Previously, if a projectile could not perform a step in its behavior sequence, it would skip that behavior, attempt the next, and never attempt to perform the skipped behavior again. So this is pretty pog you. Now we'll skip that behavior, attempt the next, and if it reaches another enemy, attempt to perform the skipped behaviors again. For example, a projectile that can both chain and return will now hit a target, and if there are no enemies for it to chain to, it will return, and then if it hits another group of enemies, it will attempt to chain again, though it will not return after chaining. Many modifiers to effects such as duration, chill, and shock, such as increased effective shock, now also affect brittle and sap. Description of such modifiers have been updated to reflect this. I think sap was actually OP, right? Sap was actually OP as fuck. Sap is an elemental ailment associated with lightning that causes the target to deal up to 20% less damage based on the amount of lightning damage for 4 seconds. This seems like a hardcore variant of shock, right? But it's like, what would you rather do? 50% more damage or take 20% less damage? You know, like, what's better? I mean, if you have infinite damage, then obviously 20% less damage taken is better than 50% more damage if you're already fucking destroying shit, right? Skill reworks. Curse skills. All curse skills are being reworked and now divided into 2 categories. Hexes and marks. Okay, so now this is starting to make a little bit more sense. Because I was like, what the fuck's a hex? Right? What the fuck's a hex? Because I was like, I mean, I'm assuming they just mean curse. Right? Hexes apply a curse in an area. And when manually cast, apply an amount of doom per second to curse enemies, up to a maximum. Doom increases the effect of the afflicted curse and stacks additively with other modifiers with the curse effect. Wow. They really are pushing the self-cast. That's pretty nuts, actually. Honestly, for self-casting curses on bosses, that actually is going to be very strong. Because it already is really strong. Like, if you just, like, self-cast flammability, and now if you self-cast a curse that also gets the stacking doom shit, which gives you more curse effect, you know, pretty powerful. Okay, marks apply to a single targeted enemy. And only one can be marked by you at any given time. The current mark skills are Poacher's Mark, Warlord's Mark, Assassin's Mark, and Sniper's Mark, previously named Projectile Weakness. What the fuck? Monster rarity no longer affects the efficacy of the marks. Monsters deep in the Azerite Mine Delve no longer reduce the efficacy of marks on them. What? So it's a bossing? Wait, that's crazy nerf to assassins. Wait, what the fuck? How are you going to sustain power charges with like just one guy? But I guess, can you automatically mark one guy? I mean, it's a crazy buff for bossing. Like, what happens when you have Curse on it, Assassin's Mark? Are you just going to, like, I guess the first guy that gets hit? Ah! Let me just read that again. In addition to the number of curses you can inflict on an enemy, apply cumulatively to both hexes and marks, but do not modify the number of enemies you can have marked at any given time. So you can have 2 separate marks on the same enemy. Thus, you can have an enemy that is affected by both a mark and a hex. But you can't have a mark and an enemy with but you can't have a mark. Well, you can't mark an enemy with two marks. Nor can you mark 2 different enemies. That's so dumb. What? So you're speaking like additional curse, and then you can't mark 2 separate enemies? But you can just do a curse, well, you can do a hex and a mark? But what about 2 separate marks? Like, get 2 of the same mark, but like, can you do 2 separate marks? Can I do mark of Assassin's Mark and Warlord's Mark? Probably not, right? Steel skills. Lancing skills and Shattering Steel and Splitting Steel now consume steel shards and cause bonus effects. Steel shards are gained through Cool Steel skill, which causes all nearby impaled enemies to release their impale spikes and deals damage around them. If there are no impaled enemies nearby, Cool Steel will create steel shards over time. Every steel skill grants Cool Steel as well. You can have up to 12 steel shards at a time. Yeah, I'm definitely going steel. Like, there's no way I'm not going steel. I'm going steel, boys. Like, I'm going full steels. This mechanic sounds like it's going to be Pog U. Like, I mean, it might be a little bit cancer, but it sounds like it's going to be Pog U. Right? Like, this with a 2-hander is just giving me a massive... I'm just getting a huge erection just thinking about, like, a 2-hander with, like... I'm consuming a finite resource that takes time to generate, scales off impale, and I can get mega value out of, like, a 2-handed weapon. Woo! Warlord's Mark. Okay, I use Warlords. This is very good for stunning. What is this one going to have? Enemies affected by Warlord's Mark could now always grant endurance charge when slain and also grant rage when stunned? They also allow the attacks to leech life and mana from them. What? No longer causes enemies to have reduced stun and block recovery. Oh, wow. That was the overpowered function of this gem. So they've nerfed a very overpowered function of the gem. Like, this was nuts. This is effectively a multiplier to stun, which they've taken away because it was like reducing their recovery, right? So that's kind of shit. No longer causes curse enemies to have a chance to be stunned. It's kind of shit as well. It's very, very shit. Hits against enemies now have 40% chance to double stun duration at 1 up to 59 at 20. I mean, you can get 100% double stun anyway. Like, what? Why? What are they doing? They're making it casual friendly or some shit. What the fuck is this? Cursed enemies now grant 5 rage over 1. This is all around. These are all really shit, by the way, chat, for stun builds. Like, as a stun main, they're just killing stun. They're like, yeah, we're going to make it so you just can't, like, perma-stun bosses anymore. Like, fuck you. Cursed enemies now grant 5 rage over 1 second when they are stunned. Okay. Cursed enemies now get 2% mana and life leech when hit by attacks. That's pretty big. Now cause enemies have a 1% chance to grant an endurance charge when hit, so you get 5% chance. No, you can totally fucking perma-stun shit. If the timing's right, not consistently, but like you can still like it's like now it's like really dog shit though. You get Warlord's Mark. Like, what even is this? You get a little bit of rage, and leech versus one guy. Like I don't know, dude. I don't know. This has been the worst one so far. And they just gutted it. They gutted it for doing big stun multiplication. They gutted it. Like they just. It's kind of like they made it more friendly to non-stun optimized builds. It's kind of like, you know how we're going through the impale tree yesterday. It's like, oh yeah, if you're actually a champion, like, yeah, you can't really get these impale wheels because it's not very valuable because you already have all the impale chance. So it's like, yeah, you like they've made it so it's like casual friendly, so anyone can stun some shit, and they've just made that all the stun mains who commit to getting like the big dick stun just get cucked, and then it's still pretty useless compared to the other fucking marks. So I don't know, I'm pretty pissed. Whatever, dude. Lancing Steel. Lancing Steel now fires a sequence of projectiles when you attack. Oh shit, they're giving us numbers here! Okay, Lancing Steel now fires a sequence of projectiles when you attack. And fires more projectiles based on the number of steel shards consumed by the attack. Okay, how many do they consume? Enemies can be hit by multiple projectiles from the same attack. But subsequent hits after the first deal less damage. Okay. Base attack speed multiplier of 80%. Okay. That's pretty. So it's you're attacking at a 0.8 rate. So like if you have a weapon that has 1 attack per second, you're now attacking at point. No, 1.2, right? Like attack. Oh no, the opposite. 0.8 attacks per second, right? Yeah. Now grants 63% of base damage at General 1 up to 85 at 20. Finds 3 additional proj. Subsequent hit, now they'll... Oh, what the fuck? Oh! Wait, is that 60% less? So that's saying it's not 60% less and then 60% less and then 60% less. It's saying, oh, first hit, bang, and then 60% less flat for every other hit. Because any subsequent hits. So it's not going to turn into like a fraction that's completely irrelevant. It's just going to be like, okay, so wait, what is that? So you're going to do... Well, because the thing is, you can get... Oh my god. I cannot type my new keyboard. It's so bad. So wait, 85 multiplied by 0.4 times 3? No, dude. Plus, plus 85. Yeah. So if this is, you understand? That's how much you're getting. So chat. So if you do it with just base gem, you can say single target. This gem is doing 187% effective weapon damage. Now. Every projectile you add, right, will increase this value. So per cast, you'll do more effective damage. Because you got to understand, you can add every proj you add to this chat. Every proj you add to this, there'll be a point where it's like no longer value to add projes. Fuck, is there an easy way? Because you're going to, like, what's that flask called? The Ruby Flask from Shaper. It's just going to be a single target damage increase. Think about how crazy that is. Dying Sun will be a single target damage increase by a very substantial one. Like any projes you add are adding to your base damage, which is nuts. Single target. Okay, here we go. Shattering Steel. Shattering Steel now fires a number of projectiles simultaneously. Okay, so wait, Shattering Steel is like this weird shit. Okay, so this is like different now, so it's been remixed. So let's just forget about the old one. Shattering Steel now fires a number of projectiles simultaneously, which shatter after colliding with an enemy after traveling a short distance. The shatter projectiles deal damage in a cone in front of their impact location. Shattering Steel will consume up to 2 steel shards to deal more damage at close range. Each time you consume steel shards, you gain a shield charge up to a maximum of 6, which grants 4% chance to block projectiles per steel charge. What the fuck? What? Wait, where does that come from? Wait, what? That just comes with it. Where does that come from? Each time you consume steel shards, you gain... Wait, is this only for Shattering Steel? This is only like what? That's cool. I mean, that's really nice. Like, I mean, fuck, dude. Like Uber Elder shoots out Progers. Like the fucking plenty of bosses that are rippy shoot out Progers. Like having a bunch of Proj block for free. Like that's like without doing anything. That's badass. Ness has a base multiplier of 85%, so they're reducing the attack speed of it all because it's using ammunition, right? Okay. Okay, fires 2 additional projectiles. Projectiles now deal up to 100% more damage at close range based on the distance they travel per steel shard consumed. What? Okay, it fires a number of projectiles which... So you're shooting out 3 projectiles by default, right? These projects go out, right? And then when they hit the target, they shoot a cone. So it's like this, right? So you go, there's you, and then you go, boo, boo, boo. Okay, and then if there's an enemy here, and then there's an enemy over here, and an enemy here, it'll go, doot, 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 doot. Boom! And this one will go, boom! Boom! Right, like that. But what if it's like this? What if it's like this? Okay, and you're like, boop, boop, boop. Okay, and then, boom! 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 Does this guy get hit twice? That's my question. Can that happen? Is it possible? Does the coding allow it? Because if that's possible, then obviously there's some overpowered shit you can do with this. 60% less damage? Well, no, it doesn't say that. No, it would just be like 800% damage or some bullshit. It'd be nuts. Wait. Is that the real Mathil? Hello?
Hello, 777. Fuck your mom. Quin 59.
What are you doing? What are you doing, Mathil? What's going on?
I wanted to discuss the intricacies of fucking patch notes with you, dude.
I had heard you were crying, and then I needed to. I need
my call, motherfucker.
Wait. When did you call me? I just saw it just now, like this very second. I just seen it.
Yeah, I just called you like 30 seconds ago, and it just timed out. You left me on fucking.
Oh my! I'm sorry, Mathil. My bad. I was, I was in deep discussion during diagrams. Theory crafting some elite builds.
Was it worth it?
Well, no. Obviously, I've upset you, Mathil. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. But Shattering Steel.
Yeah. What about it? Yep.
Can it shotgun? Like, I need someone who actually knows shit. Can it actually shotgun? Can you?
Well, it fucking used to if you used fork support. I don't know what it does nowadays.
So we don't know because the new one. Have you looked at the new one yet?
I think I just looked at it. Didn't it say? Yeah, it said like up to 2 steel shards, 100% more per steel shard or something.
Wait, it doesn't say per. Wait,
200% more damage.
Because we were also discussing this. Projectiles now deal up to 100% more damage at close range. Up to.
Yep.
Per steel shard. Do you think it means 200%?
I think it says 200% if you consume your 2 steel shards. Yes.
Because that could be nutty, right? Consuming 2 steel shards, 127% multiplied by 3. We're talking multiplied by 3 here, dude. With 130 and 169 added attack damage.
Could be nutty, but like, are you gonna play fucking Shattering Steel, dude?
But wait, then get this, and then if they all shotgun, we're talking like that's times fucking 4, bro. Like times 3 times 4. Like, what do we even? We're talking thousands of effective damage per cast. We're talking that's
Wait, are we talking the old shotgun of like using fork or something? Because I think they fixed that. Like it used.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know if it does anymore.
That's the thing. If you can still do the fork, like this is going to be absolutely nuts. Like that's why
You're not going to play it either way, though, are you?
What?
Like, let's be real.
I'm considering it. I'm between Shattering Steel and Lancing Steel, and I haven't seen the new. I haven't seen the gem for the new one yet. What the fuck's it called? The Exploding Steel. It
Uh,
goes, it forks and blows up or some shit.
yeah, yeah. So you still want to play like a impale fucking attack-based character? You're thoroughly off the idea of spell meta cucks and
Yeah,
whatever.
fuck me to cuck spell shit, man. No, fuck that. No, I'm talking to Chad champion. Okay, we're talking like
Chad,
I haven't played
Chad,
a
right,
fucking. I have not played a champion in the longest time, and I
right.
haven't played Impale like since I last did Lancing. Do you remember whenever they brought out the steel skills, and you
Oh yeah, I
played,
remember.
and I played it as well, and then you just changed because it was too dog shit, and I just kept playing it for weeks and weeks and weeks, and after like 100 results of like handouts, I managed to finally
No,
kill
I remember. I
Uber.
remember. That's when like a new bench crafting shit came in. You had like 500 DPS foils and still a pretty mediocre build at the end
Yeah,
of it.
it was trash. It was literally the worst. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Well, I haven't played Impale since then, so that was the last time. And now Impale's like OP as fuck, like new meta. Like
Right.
I mean, how could I not,
It's
right?
not really new meta. We can't say that
What
yet.
new? I mean, dude, have you seen that? Have you seen Lancing Steel, bro?
Yeah, it looked fucking whatever. What, you talking about like the stats or like the visuals?
Lancing Steel base gem single target is doing 459% effective damage per cast. Okay, and
Oh
with an
god, I didn't
automated.
really read any of that. I was just like skipped over it because I'm drunk.
Okay, we're talking per cast, 459% effective damage, and it
Yeah.
is like a totem, but it's not a totem. So you're not a little beta cuck. So it's not a totem, but it is basically behaving like a totem. It like auto targets and targets the enemies and shoots them. So it's like you get all the benefits of totems without being a beta cuck.
Right. I don't know. Last time I tried Lancing Steel, I played it like this league, and it felt. I mean, it was fine, but you needed a Fury Valve amulet, which is like an old league unique amulet, to feel any sort of fun.
What the fuck does
And
that
then it
do?
still felt kind of mediocre. It changed all your chains or your projectiles or something to chain. Like, look it up. I don't know. It's fucking
Oof,
sick.
oof. Well, yeah. Well, imagine that. Except imagine instead of you having to cast and aim it, it just aims itself. Huh?
Hmm. I don't know. What? Maybe you should play a fucking spell for a change, mate.
What? What am I gonna? Like what? What kind of spell?
Fucking any of the new ones. The one that everyone's jizzing
What
over.
is everyone doing? Are you talking about that jizz like that dog shit lightning one?
Crackling laugh.
That's
Dog shit lightning
awful.
one.
It's terrible.
Why
Like,
is
yeah,
it terrible?
did you watch the guy doing the playthrough? He was like trying to clear the map and he kept like missing mobs because it was like such
No,
a
actually,
short little.
I didn't see a playthrough. No, I just saw the demo, like
Well,
from GGG.
I saw the demo and I could already see it. It looked like a shittier version of Divine Ire. Like that's what I saw. I saw like a.
You
Well,
reckon?
I saw
Mate,
like
he
a.
was firing these huge ion cannons. It looked pretty sweet.
He was missing
You never
mobs.
even played Divine Eye. The fuck are
I
you
played
talking
Divine
about?
Ire. I played Divine Ire. Okay. Do you not
When did you
question
do that?
synthesis? Want to say it was. I think it was synthesis. That was yeah. No, I played Divine Eye. Wait, I do. I think I made a shock. Either I made a freeze or a shock or ignite in Divine Eye. I can't remember which one.
Mate,
But it was
I'm a veteran of your stream. I've watched plenty. I can remember you doing Blade Vortex and then playing every fucking melee skill under the sun.
yeah, because that's alpha as fuck. Dude. What are you saying?
Alpha as fuck, dude. Last league, Warcries, Bleed, fucking
Yeah.
Earthquake, whatever. That's like the most meta beta shit you could have done.
I hate no, but I made that meta, dude. I can't help that I make the meta sometimes, Mathil. I can't help that I design. I'm the architect of the Path of Exile meta. I cannot help that.
Sure, perhaps. I'll give you that.
Okay.
Maybe you did create that. Maybe. I'm gonna go with a big maybe.
I was doing
But
EQ bleed
regardless,
before I
by
was
the end of
cool.
the day, that was like the most meta thing to be done.
No, but what you understand? It's the playstyle. It's the inherent playstyle of playing something ranged. You're like effectively running away and shooting, right? Versus playing melee, you're chasing and attacking.
Yeah, but fucking Bleed Quake, that's not melee.
No, you got to
That's
get
a
in there.
ranged playstyle.
You got to get in there if you want to get the double hit in, bro. You got to get in there, bro. And then also the weapon swap, bro. The bow for the entangling shot. It required skill. It
Yeah,
was
I saw that. That looked extremely complicated for your serious fight. That was the only time you were close to dying. Every time you swapped to your entangling shot.
But it was very rewarding and it felt badass. Like you're like Legolas or some shit. You're like whipping out a bow and doing some shit. You know, it's. I mean, you can't criticize that, dude. Shit was pogus.
No, that was good. That was worthwhile, but it was pretty risky.
What's
Definitely riskier than it needed to be.
what's your opinions on the new mucks? On the mucks?
Yeah, man, they're going to be insane for boss fighting, right? Except for Warlord Mark, which looked pretty just trash.
And what was your opinion on Warlord's muck all around? Actually, I'm curious.
All around? Oh, Jesus. I mean, I'm not coming from a stun fucking viewpoint, right? So I could imagine you may have got a stiffy for the stun
No,
stuff.
no,
but-
they ruined it. It used to be so the reduced stun and block recovery was like a multiplier to stuns, and the
Oh, so
increased
you
chance to
actually
stun was like
you
OP
use
for
Warlord
stuns.
Marks for proper
Yeah.
like stun stuff?
For full stun build, it's like a straight up. It was like multiplier on top of double stun, and now in double stun was easy to cap with cluster jewels, and now they're just making it easy to. One second, I got to retard spamming sevens. Okay, yeah, they basically what they did is they you know how like they already killed the stun build pretty hard. Well, you could kind of make a perma stun build. You could like if it was good RNG and ruthless blows, you could like perma stun Cirrus and shit. Now it's like impossible. Like well, not impossible, but like they've just taken a big fat dump on stun builds with that change. It's not even good for stun builds.
Is that just from Warlord's Mark, you're saying?
Yeah, with Warlord's Marcus, it's just awful. It's an abomination of a mark. Like just
Yeah, like I mean, it seemed completely useless to me as far as I could tell.
I don't know why
So I'm not
GGG.
sure what they're going with there.
I don't know what they're anti-stun. I'm telling you, something to do with the grinding day games. They're just anti-stun.
Well, I mean, yeah, why wouldn't they be anti-stun? Stun, like as a mechanic, straight up just negates everything they built.
Yeah, but it requires a
Like,
huge amount of
it was just a
investment, and
mistake
it's
to have put it in to begin.
yeah.
with,
Who
so,
cares, bro? Because it's cool. Like, okay, maybe if stun became the meta, but like, dude, we're talking like 0.0001% of like autists that have the time and effort to like farm these really specific stun threshold items, investing all their points into
You're
like.
including yourself within that
Yeah.
0.001.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying, right? And they made that nerf just to fuck those guys over. I don't know, dude.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, you're right. It's weird. It's weird that they would have done that because no one's fucking abusing this. It's just kind of like a fun thing you could build into. And if you really cared, and ultimately, it's not even that good. It's just kind of a fucking meme. So it is a bit weird. I'll agree with you. But were you ever going to make another stun character? Like, who gives a shit, right?
Yeah. I was considering doing it when I was definitely. They've been doing a lot of things with stuns. It's just they ruined it. You know, it's no longer the allure is no longer there. I mean, to be fair, freeze is just a better version of stun now. Like it's just like you just might as well just go full freeze. Yeah, you don't get the giga stun on bosses or whatever because it's just immune. But the rest of the time, freeze is just objectively better.
But that means you have to play like Glacial Hammer, right?
Yeah, or Ice Crash. Ice Crash is still pretty good, but yeah.
Sure. I'd check that out. I'd watch a Quin 69 free stream.
I might bring back the Inquisitor Ice Crash. I've been meaning to. I've been, that's like it's. But I don't know, dude. Fuck that. Why would you do that? Where they've invented an entire new mechanic around steel skills. So wait, what are you playing? What are you playing, Mathil?
I mean, I'm leaning more towards the spells because they just look fucking cool. To begin with, yes, I thought steel skills and maybe the new skill. I can't remember what the fuck it was.
Blazing Salvo.
Shattering, splitting.
Oh yeah.
Whatever it was, you get it like level 1 or something. So if you get it level 1, that'd be really cool. So that was kind of what I was thinking, maybe. But then all the spell stuff looks really good. So maybe some blazing salvo like totems or some shit, so I can show people how to do some starter stuff.
Have you got a POB? You got a POB for that? You got a I'm just asking, like just in case, send it to me on the Discord.
Wait till the starter video, Quinn. You can.
Just say no, go.
You need then.
I need you to send it to me tonight, okay, before the video, okay, so then I can say I made it, okay.
Oh yeah, no worries.
All right, okay.
I'll make sure I do that before I go to sleep while I'm fucking hammered.
Oh my god.
That'll be a top priority for me.
How much wine have you drunk? How much you like? What I think you're supposed to have like a glass of wine and some cheese and you read the passion notes. Or you just sculling back the whole thing.
I have a glass of wine. I have a bottle of wine every fucking time I do this.
Jesus Christ!
And I'm down to the last few sips of the bottle.
What the fuck, Mathil? That's
It's been 4 hours. I've had one bottle, so I'm roughly like 2 or 3 drinks above the rate that you're supposed to be drinking to be sober.
You don't have
It's
enough
not that
fat
bad.
stores to handle that shit, man. So
No, of course I
you're gonna
don't.
metabolize that shit instantly. It's gonna go like to your brain, and you're just gonna get
No,
absolutely
mate.
like,
I'm a seasoned veteran. My liver knows what it's doing at
oh
this
my,
point.
your liver's dying, bro. That's what's happening. I mean, no,
No, my liver's a fucking beast. You have no idea.
fucking hell, dude. Yo, I have 30 minutes to finish the pass notes off before I do like some sort of it's a podcast. This
Yeah,
is
I know.
inviting me on.
That was the idea. Call you so we can stall you from doing the
Oh
past
my
notes. So you have no
god,
idea what you're talking
dude,
about
this
when we
is
get to the
toxic. This is literally, and on top of that, there's a PS5 announcement thing that's happening during the podcast that I want to watch, but I can't watch it, and they're gonna announce Elden Ring.
Wait, there's a PS5 now?
Wait, did I get the number wrong? I could have got the number wrong. It's a new one. Whatever the old one is, there's a newer one coming out, and then they're going to announce the new game, and I'm going to miss it because I'm going to be talking about fucking patch notes.
Are you sure it's going to be Elden Ring, or are you just predicting?
I'm predicting. I'm predicting
last time, didn't they?
I've been predicting it every single conference.
Yeah, so you can't do that.
But you know it's going to happen in the one time that I'm not watching it. You know that's going to happen.
Did you play a lot of that or something, or what?
Elden Ring? Well, it's like Dark Souls, bro. It's like the new, except they've got George R. Martin. You know that that old guy who makes all the cool shit.
All the cool shit. Doesn't he just do fucking Game of Thrones novels?
Yeah, and some other books and shit. He's like, I mean, he's kind of weird, and there's lots of weird sexual shit in his stuff. But what the point is, he makes a lot of cool shit, and he makes games where, well, he makes stuff where they kill characters off, which that's exciting to me. Like they attract you to some character and they make you really like the character, and then they kill it off, right? Which is fucking.
But don't you predict that after a while if he does that all the time?
Well,
that's
the thing.
Get attached to a character.
He gets to a point where you're like, well, there's no way they could possibly kill this character off now. It's clearly the main guy or something, and then they do that, right? But yeah, I agree though. At a certain point, you do predict it, but we'll have to see. Well, I mean, you should be excited, bro. Like, I mean, if you have any interest.
PS5 announcements, yeah, I'll just go buy my first fucking console any second now.
Path of Exile's on PlayStation, bro. You shouldn't knock it, man. I think a lot of the Path of Exile player base is on console nowadays. So, I mean, I wouldn't know.
No, they're really not. I get like maybe one every month or two coming in saying, "Hey, my PS fucking 4 build sucks. Can help," and I'm just like, "Wrong stream, buddy."
That's toxic. What the fuck?
No, that's just the truth.
I must admit, whenever I see like there's a PoE announcement, I always see on the replies on Twitter like PlayStation guys like, what about the update? What about the leak for the console? What about my Xbox?
Yeah, these are the dregs of our society. These are the serfs that are like a month behind, just on their knees, like cupping their hands, going, "Please, sir, give us a patch note." And they're like, "Yeah, if we feel like it."
Oh my!
It's really an afterthought.
Yo, okay. One last question as well. Are you going to be participating? Are we seeing an HCSSF return of Mathil, like to come in and dominate the Awakener race?
What do you reckon?
I mean, I don't know what to expect anymore because you were participating in one of the other events recently, Mathil. So
which is a random bit of fun. This is the start. This could not have been a dumber move. The start of a league, HCSSF race to Awakener. Like, what are you going to do? Just ignore all the new shit, ignore all the new content, and just race to Awakener?
Well, no.
Because, I don't know, fucking Ziz told you to?
What if it gives you an advantage in the race? What if you take that risk and then you get some crazy unique item, bro? Like some new... I haven't even seen the uniques yet. Some what do they call those? Those demented, like the modified uniques?
Replicated?
Yeah, what if you get like a replicated dildo? I don't know, some fucking crazy shit which just allows you to annihilate the race, right?
Replicated dildo sounds good, dude.
Fuck yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't think everyone's going to skip. Like, I mean, Race QT, yeah, Ziz, Steel Mage.
And they're all going to play fucking Essence Drain or Archmage Cremation or some shit for the first week of a new league with all these new league stuff, new league reworks, and ignore all the league content. Where's the fun in that, Quin 69?
You don't need to do that. That's the thing. You could go. I just really want to see another I want to see HCSSF Mathil. That's all I'm just advocating for HCSSF Mathil. Like,
did you look at any of that the previous time? Or were you too busy playing fucking, I don't know, what Fall Guys back then?
I seen your rip clips. That's what I like. I was watching I seen the rip clips, which was, frankly, there was some bad coding going on. Some bad, let me tell you.
Yeah. Oh, thank God someone said it. I wasn't going to say it because it seemed like a bit of a cop out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Someone saying bad coding, bit of a cop out. But
what?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let that fly for now. But yo, I actually have to go Mathil to try and speed run these notes. Um,
Oh, good
don't
luck,
get
buddy.
alcohol poisoning, okay? There's like no more
Uh,
like no more bottles. Just go with the one bottle. Some
Chat wants me to go for a number 2, baby.
water.
Maybe I
Drink
have to.
some water, and just pretend it's alcohol. Okay, say it's like some Russian vodka.
That's a plan. That sounds like some Quin tactics right there.
I did piss, man.
Cheers, dude.
Oh shit. Okay.